Hi, friends. Happy Thursday. Today is May 7th, 2020. What is a song that makes you really, really happy? I know a song for me that makes me really happy is a song called Crown. It's about not letting anyone take your crown away, and it reminds me a lot of what my mom says about letting your light shine wherever you go, being joyful where you go and not letting anyone take that away from you. So in the comments below, I want you to go ahead and share out a song that makes you really happy. All right, go ahead and pick out your focus goal. Like some friends, they pick out a goal for the entire week. Some friends pick out a goal once a day. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever you think is most effective for you. All right, let's check in with ourselves, see how we're doing, making sure that we are ready to learn. All right, let's go over our objectives. So as always, we're going to practice our sight words, go over some of our vocabulary words, and we're going to be working on pronouns. So this week we've been talking a lot about parts of speech. So we've been talking about nouns, verbs, adjectives, and today we're going to talk about pronouns. I remember I mentioned it a little bit before on Monday when we were talking about nouns. And nouns and pronouns are very similar. So it's really important to make sure that we understand the difference so we can identify them in our sentences. All right, before we do that though, let's get started with our sight words. Make sure that you're ready. All right, make sure you're sitting up nice and straight. Get your hands ready for a sight word basketball. All right, the word is once. The word is get ready, go. O-N-C-E, once. One more time, get ready, go. All right, the word is example. The word is get ready, go. E-X-A-M-P-L-E, example. One more time, get ready, go. All right, the word is life. The word is get ready, go. L-I-F-E, life. Get it fast, let's get ready, go. L-I-F-E, life. All right, the word is begin. The word is get ready, go. B-E-G-I-N, begin. One more time, get ready, go. All right, last one. Remember, this is our long one, so we're going to take it slow both times. All right. The word is sentence. The word is get ready, go. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E, sentence. One more time, get ready, go. Sentence. Good job. All right, let's move on to our vocabulary words. So we have, let's start with tentacle today. Remember, tentacle is a flexible limb on an animal used for grabbing. Remember, when we're talking about tentacles, we're talking about animals that live in the ocean or in water. So like a squid or an octopus. Those have tentacles that have suction cups on them. Region, an area in a country or the world that has specific characteristics. Like I've said before, we live in the Midwest region. That area is defined by having flat land that's great for farming. All right, steam. Vapor that is created when water is heated. So if you have a humidifier, or if you just poured some soup in a bowl or some tea in a cup, or if you're boiling water. Shiver, to shake slightly and uncontrollably. So whenever you walk outside and it's really cold outside, or if it's raining outside and you're wet and cold and uncomfortable, you might start shivering. All right, let's match the definition to the word now. We've been practicing our vocabulary words, so I'm not going to do the first one. You're going to pause the video right now. You're going to either write out the words and the definitions like I have, or you can just take your finger and draw a line with your finger only. Do not do this on your screen with a pencil or a marker or anything if you're using a tablet or a computer or whatever. Use your finger and draw an imaginary line to the definition, all right? Pause the video and go ahead and do that now. Did you pause the video? All right, let's start with, whenever we're doing this, I think it's a little bit easier for me to start over here. Let me look at the definitions, and then I'm gonna match it up to the word instead this time. So, an arm or a leg on animals, usually ones living in the ocean. Which one is that? Well, we know that an arm or a leg on an animal and it's living in the ocean like we talked about before, that has to be a tentacle. All right, let's do our next one. Mist that rises out of a container holding water that is being heated. Water being heated. That reminds me of our word steam. It must be talking about steam. It's talking about mist that rises out of a container when water is being heated, and that is steam. All right, let's go on to our next one. To shake uncontrollably, usually due to fear or being cold. What is it called when you're shaking and you can't control it? Yeah, it's a shiver. How are we doing so far? Are we getting them right? Give me a silent thumbs up if we're getting them right. Awesome. All right, let's do this last one together. One particular area within a country or a world. Oh yeah, that's region. We know whenever we're talking about a particular area within a country or in the world, that's a region. So just like the Midwest is a region, or like how the Northeast is a region, those are all specific areas in our country that are defined by very specific characteristics. All right, let's move on. All right, let's go over our objective. Echo after me. I will be able to identify the meaning of a pronoun. I will be able to identify a pronoun in a sentence. So let's talk about pronouns because they're really similar to nouns and it can get kind of tricky. A pronoun, friends, is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. So what are nouns? We know that nouns are people, places, things, or ideas. So we know that pronouns are words that can replace a noun. So like if I had, for example, the name Cameron like I did on Monday as a noun, a pronoun that I could use instead is he, him, or his. Those are all pronouns that I could use to replace his name. All right? So let's just look at some examples. I, it, my, me, our, they, them, ours, we. We're going to go over more on the next page. But the reason that we use pronouns is so we don't repeat the same noun over and over again. So like, would it make sense if I kept saying Aaliyah's name over and over again? No, I could switch it to she or her. It doesn't sound good when you're writing and you keep repeating the same name or the same thing over and over again, especially when you could use different words. All right, let's look at our list. Now, notice that these pronouns are not going to be pronouns are not going to be anyone's name. These are very general words like I, you, we, he, us, me, her, him, his, they, them, mine, my, our, their, all, no one, everything, everybody, nobody, anybody, someone. These are all examples of pronouns. These are not all pronouns, but these are the ones that we're going to focus on in second grade, okay? So I would suggest taking a picture of this or writing it down so you can use it as a reference. I know if I can, one really great trick of deciding if something is a pronoun or a noun, especially when you're looking at someone's name, if it's someone's actual name, that is always a noun. But if you're using a word that you could replace like he or his or her or she, those are pronouns. You can replace a person's name with those. All right. What is the definition of a pronoun? Pause the video and tell someone in your home what the definition of a pronoun is. Did you do it? A pronoun is a word that can replace a noun. So it can replace a person, place, thing, or idea. All right. So let me get my clicker ready. Let me pick a new color. Let's do purple today. Okay. Which words are pronouns in the following sentences? Kenya and Kennedy went to the movies last week. Oh, Kenya and Kennedy, those must be pronouns, right? Oh no. Say, oh no. Yeah, I just gave you a hint. If you have a person's name, those are always nouns. We're looking for a word that could replace their name. Kenya and Kennedy went to the movies last week. Do you see any of our pronouns from our list in this sentence? Nope, so no pronouns in that sentence. They saw the new movie Trolls. Ooh, I noticed that we just replaced Kenya and Kennedy and wrote they instead. Notice how if we would have kept Kenya and Kennedy, it would have sounded repetitive. Let me show you what I mean. Kenya and Kennedy went to the movies last week. Kenya and Kennedy saw the new Trolls movie. When Kenya and Kennedy went back to school, Kenya told everyone how great it was. Do you notice how if I keep saying Kenya and Kennedy instead of using words like they and them, that it sounds really repetitive? That's exactly why we use pronouns. So it doesn't sound repetitive. It doesn't sound like we keep repeating the same thing over and over again. So the reason I know they is a pronoun is because I can replace it, or I can replace Kenya and Kennedy with it, and it's in my list of pronouns. They saw the new Trolls movie. Any other pronouns? Nope. When they went back to school, Kenya told everybody how great it was. Ooh, let's see. I see they again. Do I put Kenya down? I only have Kenya this time. I'm not putting Kenya and Kennedy. Can I replace Kenya and Kennedy with Kenya? No, that is not part of my list, and it's still a person's name, so we can't do that. All right? All right. So they went back to school. Kenya told everybody how great it was. Now, I know because I saw it in my list that everybody is a pronoun. I also saw that it is a pronoun. It replaces the word movie. They're talking about movie. So instead of saying when they went back to school, Kenya told everybody how great the movie was, you can say it was. It replaces movie. She invited Amari to go with her next time. Do you see any pronouns in this last sentence? Yeah, she and her. She and her both describes Kenya. It replaces Kenya's name. Should we underline Amari? No, that's a person's name, so it must be a noun. All right, let's go on to our next slide for you to do it on your own. Pause the video, go ahead and write out these sentences, and you underline the pronouns in the sentence. Remember, don't get tricked up by people's names. People's names are not pronouns. You can go back to our list if you need to. Yeah, take a picture of it or write down the list of pronouns, all right? Let's keep moving on. Pause the video and go ahead and identify your pronouns. Did you pause it? Did you underline them? All right, let's go over it. DePatrick was playing outside when he heard the timer go off. Is DePatrick a pronoun? Say, oh no, that's just a noun. That's a person's name. What is a word that replaced his name though? What is a word that we use instead of his name in the rest of the sentence? DePatrick was playing outside when he heard the timer go off. Oh, it must be he. He replaced DePatrick. So instead of saying DePatrick was playing outside when DePatrick heard the timer go off, does that sound great? No. What sounds better is saying DePatrick was playing outside when he heard the timer go off. And we know that he is a pronoun because we can check our list and we see that it's on our list of pronouns. Yay, he yelled. Oh, there's he again. We know he is a pronoun because it's replacing DePatrick. The cookies are done. Is that all our pronouns? Give me a silent thumbs up or silent thumbs down. Yeah, those are all of our pronouns. Let's move on to the second one. Why do we have to go to bed now? Our bedtime isn't for 20 more minutes. Do you see any pronouns from our list? Yeah, I see we. We can replace a person's name and myself. So if I said Miss Turner and I, why do Miss Turner and I have to go to bed right now? It's the same thing as me saying, why do we have to go to bed right now? All right, do you see another pronoun? Yeah, our. Our is also our is also a pronoun. It's in our list. Okay, let's move on to the last one. One of my favorite shows is Martin. Is Martin a pronoun? No, that's a noun. That's a person's name or it's a thing because it's a show. My is, though, because it's on our list. It has been off the air for a while. Oh, it. It must be a pronoun too. It's on our list and it is describing my favorite show, Martin. I'm talking about my show, the show Martin, and I'm using the word it to replace that word. It has been off the air for a while, but I, another pronoun, love rewatching every episode. Make sure you're going back to your list and double checking your pronouns. Whenever you're identifying pronouns, it's not always going to be giving you the noun that it's replacing. That doesn't mean it's not replacing a noun just because it doesn't say it in the sentence. So it's really important while you're still getting used to identifying pronouns that you go back and check your list. All right, friends? So what is a pronoun again? Yeah, a pronoun is a word that replaces a noun. And the way that we can identify them is by looking at our list, or sometimes we can ask ourselves, what word is being replaced? What word can I replace? Now, friends, not like just like I just said, not all words, you're not going to see the word that it's replacing in every single sentence. You have to look at your list sometimes to help you out. All right. So now it's time for you to take your exit ticket. There's also a guided practice for some additional practice. All right, let's go over the secret word. Today's secret word is zebra. Zebra. All right, see you tomorrow.